Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel here. And first of all, thanks for giving me all the love and the affections towards the video, and it means a lot, and it will encourage me to produce some content which is more relevant to the industry market, and so that it can help you to enhance your skill set as well, right? So let's come up with the today's scenario is that there is a special topic in Power BI where you need to handle some kind of custom hierarchy, and in the custom hierarchy we need to what do you call the amount or any kind of sales figure or revenue figure we need to segregate across different levels, right? So this is a classic example of a DAX use case. Okay, so this will come up with two parts. Okay, the first part today we will try to discuss about the data sets, then we'll import into Power BI. Okay, then we will do small transformation in the Power Query. Then first part I will create how we can segregate first level, then the second level and third level we will do in the next video, which is comes tomorrow. Okay, so let's first understand this data, and this data I will provide you along with the video as well. So basically there are three tables I have in this one. So if you see, the first is my department table where I have three departments. Okay, actually it's not three departments, actually two departments I have. The third one is the net revenue which I need to calculate. Okay, so I have two departments, sales and operations, and net revenue I need to calculate. So if these are the department ID, primary key I can say 1, 2, 3 distinct, and these are the detail label at department. So what does it mean? So whenever the department have a 1, right, so then there is some extra level of information for the department. If it is 0, there is no further information for that. In this case is net revenue. Net revenue can't be further drilled down, right? Net revenue is the last revenue for me. So whenever it is 0, let's take the department ID 1, have a 1 detail. So when I go to my next table, which is EMP table, and I will search for the department ID equals to 1, then I will get there are two teams under that, team A and team B. Their department is sales, no doubt. Then here another level of information I have in the employee table is the team detail, right? If the team detail is 0, then it is stopped as a team level only. So the department label, then team label, right? Once the team label is 0, team detail is 0, then there is no further drill down for this. Okay, whereas if you check the operation department, which is the second, if you see second, there is two team is available under this, team C and team D, where and for the team C and team D there is a team detail called 1, right? So for the 1, what I will do, if you see here, there is a sub team is available, team D and team E. So for the operation department is there, team is there, and sub team is there. And just carefully observe that whenever there is no team detail for a department, then the department detail key and my team key are same, because there is no further return. Whereas whenever any department is having a team detail, then the department key and the team key is different. Okay, and finally all the team like 51, 52, 55 and 56 have a data for the revenue for the Jan to December. I took a 1 year data, you can take anything. So this is the way we want to represent the data, and finally we want to calculate the net revenue and segregate across the department, team, sub team, how we can segregate and how we can display in a hierarchical order. Okay, fair enough. I think you have a good idea about the datasets. Now I did some few things on the Power BI already. Let me show you that. So let's go to the Power BI, and I just imported the file, the same table, department table, which is the department ID, department name and the department detail. There is no transformation here. Employee there is even no transformation, as it is just bringing up. Only in the revenue, if you see, this is my source, this is the way data is there, right? So what I did after that, unpivot, I am just unpivot that one. So I select this one and I unpivot this one to get that attribute and value, and finally I rename this column month and value, and month I have changed it to the dates. Okay, so that I will get the individual dates here, as simple as that. Okay, now let's close and apply. Okay, and on top of that, in the DAX I have created a calendar table. So it's just like a calendar function I took, and at the start date I took from 1st January of 2013 to 31st December of 2013. Simple. And this is the data model I have. So department and employee is connected to revenue, and calendar is connected to revenue. So this is more of a snowflake. I can do something for this too also, but that is not the priority in this case. So employee and department, let it keep like that. Fine. Now let's start with the first scenario here. So I have taken a matrix. Okay. So the first level which I want is, let's take the department name, and basically if you see department name, I have sort based on the department ID to get the proper order. Okay, just make sure that you did it, so that I will get sales, operation and the net revenue. Okay, then I have the revenue column. Let me calculate the total revenue first. Okay, so let's create a measure table here, and you know that how to create the measure tables. So let's keep it like this. So let's take key measures, load. Just a minute, it will load it. Yes. Now let's create under this. That's the first measure I will create, which is my total revenue, which is nothing but my sum of revenue column. That's it. Simple. Okay, and you can do some formatting also if you want to make it dollar and 2 decimal value, which is absolutely fine. Now columns, sorry, under the values I will keep the total revenue. Okay, here let me first delete this column so that it will make it the key measures as a proper measure table. Now what happened, if you see, when I am not putting the total revenue, I am getting sales, operation and net revenue. But when I start putting the total revenue into my visualization, then I am leaving, I'm not getting the net revenue, because the net revenue I need to calculate. I don't have a data under the data set first which showed up the total revenue, because total revenue is a calculated things, right? Still I want to see something. I just, maybe it will be blank, it doesn't matter, but I want to see it. How to do that? There is a shortcut here. The department name you are selecting now, right click on this and select show items with no data. Okay, if you click on that, then you will get your net revenue here without the blank. That's fine. Now this I need to calculate it. Okay, so what calculation I am going to do? It is just as a sum, right? So this and this plus is my sum, something like that, or it's a running sum. So whatever the first value plus the second value and equals to the third value, that is the thing, right? So how I will do your running sum here? Okay, so for that let's try to put some value here so that I can explain you properly. Okay, so under the value, let's put the department ID, not count, but let's take the max. So this 1 2 3. Okay, so what I need to do here, so whenever I am on the 1, or I should keep it like that, whenever I am 2 on the department ID, I should sum this 2 and keep it here. Okay, when I am 3, it should be sum of 1 2 3. right? So the number of department ID, whatever I have, the previous one, it will just come the sum. Let's make it the in actions. Okay, just giving an overview here. Let's create a new measure. It's just like a running sum only, but in a different way. So let me give an example of this. I am name it as net revenue. Okay, so what I will do, I will take a variable here first of all. Okay, so I will say where v department ID. Okay, so I will take max of DPT ID. So what is the maximum here? I have 3, right? So I have a 1, 2, 3. So that's it. So first of all, I will get the 3. Then I will calculate here where running sum. So how I will calculate? So I will say calculate. I need to calculate the total revenue at any cost. Now I will take the filter of all my from the all department. What is the condition I need to put here? The department ID should be less than equals to my V department ID. Okay, that's it. And let's the calculator gen, and I'll explain you that how it works. Then let's take R sum. Return. Okay, now let's bring this column, bring this measure to the net sum. If you see, the first row is 3507 as it is, the next is 36, means it when it come to the next row, it is this plus this. Okay, and in the third, when the next department ID happen, there is no data, it's a 0, so it is comes under 36892440. Okay, so how it is doing it? So it is like the max department ID is 3, right? So when it go to the first level of filter, it is like 1 less than equals to 3. Yes, so on that one first row, it will keep that value only. So let me bring out here slightly slowly, I can explain that. Yeah, so in the first level it is 1 less than equals to 3. Yes, it is keeping that. Now let's go to the 2 is less than equals to 3. Yes, so it will just sum up this row. So it is like the max of that, it will go on, and each row, each filter context will just sum it up, and finally it will give you the data. Okay, this is the first thing we have done. This is another way to do the running sum instead of using the inbuilt function for the Power BI like YTD and all. Okay, you can use it in anywhere for this one. Okay, now what my objective here? So objective is, so I have two measures, total revenue and net revenue. So when my so where I need to put the normal sales total revenue, where and when I need to calculate the operations net revenue. For that, let me put one more column here so that it will be easier for me to understand. So let's go to the department and take the details. Okay, and here also let's bring up the max. And now let's try to understand what exactly I want to put the logic. Okay, so what my logic is here in this case is, whenever the detail level is 1, okay, I want to take the same figure whatever there in the total revenue, sales and the operations. Where the detail level is 0, I want to take the net revenue, overall net revenue, which is 36,89,240. The final product will be 36,89,240. So that I will get one column, one measure, which will satisfy my sales, operation, and my net revenue. Right? Let's make it an action. So when I am returning this, I will not return like this. So first of all, I need to take the value, one variable. I will say V department detail. I want to check whether it's a 1 or no. So I will say selected value of department and department detail. So it will be 1 or 0. Okay. So what will be my condition here? I will take a switch statement here. Switch. Let's take the true statement here. The first condition. What will be my first condition? Just think. Okay. So let's go there and think here. So the first condition is, sorry, I think, okay, I think I didn't save that. Okay, v dpt detail. So selected value of department detail, it will be 1 and 0. Fine. Now return. How the return will be? So whenever this detail is 0, I want the net revenue, and when the detail is 1, I need the total revenue. That logic I need to put it. Okay. So switch, I will say true. Okay. So I will take if this equals to 1, okay, then give me, sorry, then give me the total revenue, right? When is 1, give me this value only, else give me the running sum. Simple, right? Running sum is nothing but the overall, whatever I am calculating here, right? So if I execute it, I think I will get at the value which I am expecting here. Okay. So now let's fix this problem and let me remove the unwanted column which is not required. So this is not required. Total revenue also not required now. The maximum detail also not required. Now if you see the way I am calculating the sales operation, and finally we are getting the net revenue, which is the sum of these two values. How we have done it? This is the way we have done it, the sales. Slightly tricky, but first of all, we will calculate the total running sum here, and we are checking whether it is at department level, then taking the normal revenue, otherwise it is a running sum of that value, so that we can calculate the net revenue. And just fix that formatting of this also, so that it will be sync across 0, sorry, not 2. Okay. All right. So this is done, right? And one more thing. Now I think what have we done? Department we have done for the no show items with no data. That I can remove it now. So there will be no back, because net revenue we are calculated now. Okay. This is your at a first level, how you are segregating the data. Now let's go to the next level, and we'll see what is the problem, and I will fix that problem in the next video. Otherwise this will be a very lengthy video and it will be difficult to understand as well. Okay, but let me show you what is the problem. Now next level would be EMP level. I need to take the team level, team then sub team. So I will take this team name. Okay, now try to see the problem. What is the problem here happening is, so now just expand everything. Here the problem is, yes, from the sales team sales, I can drill down to team A and team B, which is fine. Even from the operation, I need to drill down to team C and team D, which is absolutely fine. But from the net revenue, what is this? It's just repeating of all the teams, right? Team A, team B, team C, team D, which is already present on the sales and operations. So what does it mean? What does mean is, the first part is when I am drilling to the sales, I should get it this. From the operation, I will get this, but when I am trying to drill down from the net revenue, I should not get. It should be at that level only. That's why the department detail equals to 0. Okay, this is the second problem we will solve. The third problem will be again at sub-team level. So there are two problems again. It is there where the net revenue needs to be segregated again, plus this hierarchy of the data needs to be at the level where it is actually present, right? So these two problems, we will try to solve this problem on the next video. So let me just save this file, and hope you like this scenario, and please do subscribe to this channel for real time and more interesting kind of this scenario, and which will help you to work better on the tool itself. And there will be some interesting videos lined up which is a Python series which is stopped there, but it will continue from there. Then there is a Power Automate series is coming up. So things are, there are some bunch of things are there. Okay. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Bye bye.